Good morning. This is the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion briefing for Thursday, December 9th. Looking at the drought monitor, there has been some gradual improvement in our southern areas from the recent precipitation, still our driest areas in that exceptional highest rated drought location in south central Nevada, still including some patches of central Utah, not nearly as much as before. We did see the drought situation continue across some northern areas. Hopefully that'll be alleviated with the upcoming stormier pattern. Current 100-hour fuels, you can see that a large area still in that low teens, 11 to 16 range in the yellow, higher amounts, 16 to 20 in the green. Again, some of that will be going upwards. 1,000-hour fuel still very dry in the southern quarter of the Great Basin in Nevada, southwest Utah, Arizona Strip. In the single digits, unusual for this time of year, and even seeing some low teens up through southern Idaho. Again, a bit unusual, and then of course gets much more moist further north. A lot of this will be changing in the next 7 to 14 days. It has been a fairly dry week, last 7 days. Very little precipitation on the left, percent of normal. You can see a lot of it 0 to less than 10% in a lot of those red and darker red areas. Some very light new snowfall in the past 24 hours with different shades of blue, basically anywhere from an inch to 4 inches of snowfall in most areas, a little bit higher across the mountains of southern Utah. Some areas had 6 inches or more. That will be increasing in the short term. The snow cover map shows the most persistent snow cover, anywhere from about 4 to 16 inches of snow, some pockets more like 2 feet in the higher terrain of Idaho and into western Wyoming, otherwise very scant amounts further south. Satellite imagery shows a large developing storm system with enhanced moisture. We see those red shades across parts of Nevada and Utah. That is where the focus will be for a pretty sizable snowstorm over the next 24 to 36 hours. Cold air coming in, another storm system waiting in the wings. So after some very prolonged dry weather, we see a sharp change in the pattern. The upper level map on the left of the area in the green is the deep moisture. Will be moderate to locally heavy snows with maybe some valley rains, but much colder air coming in. A lot of the snow is getting down towards the valley floors, towards 4,000 feet, and definitely some fluff factor in the higher terrain. Excellent overall dispersion on the right-hand side. The transport winds on the left quite strong, especially across southern areas. Still pretty good as you go further north. Mixing heights, as you expect, in the vicinity of a trough, still very good in most areas, a couple thousand feet above ground level. So dispersion not the factor, but precipitation wetting things down, making things too wet to burn could be an issue. Now, Friday, we're kind of in between storm systems, so there'll be some moisture coming into parts of Idaho, otherwise drying out across the rest of the geographic area. Ventilation index, pretty low ventilation just because a lot of snow cover. New snow cover on the ground, keeping those morning inversions low this time of year with a low sun angle. You can see transport winds really dying down on Friday as the front passes off to our east. Mixing heights quite low. Again, a lot of that due to the snow cover that we're expecting, especially south of the Idaho border. On Saturday, winds start picking up again. Another cold front coming through across the Pacific Northwest and Northern California, so good dispersion there. We look at the transport winds really picking up 30, 40 miles per hour across parts of our northern and western areas, lighter to the south and east, better mixing heights, good ones up in the north with approach of that next front. Now, the 3-day precipitation totals, these shades of blue and light blue, anywhere from a ½ inch to an 1.5 inches of precipitation. So that's 10 to 20 inches of snow from a conservative estimate. There could be some locally higher amounts. Also some good amounts up in parts of Idaho. Wyoming not getting so much out of this one here. So it's the way it looks. We go further down the road. We apologize. We haven't been getting the ventilation index for beyond 72 hours. Not sure when that problem will be rectified. We do have pretty good transport winds here, still continuing, and another storm system coming into Nevada, Idaho on Sunday. That moisture goes up. There's a bit of a dry slot coming in, but another slug of moisture coming into central and southern California and into Idaho, and that moisture really consolidates on Tuesday. A widespread, moderate to locally heavy precipitation event, again, mostly in the form of snow, lots of cold air, again, with the system, especially the further west you go, And on Wednesday, that storm system still lingering with residual showers of rain and snow across Nevada. Another storm system waiting in its wings. The day 4 to 5, precipitation can see the most significant amounts across western areas. A lot of that could be in the form of snow, a ½ inch to an inch of precipitation, maybe locally more across the Sierra front, but a tenth to a quarter inch across a good portion of eastern Nevada as well. So definitely it's going to change the fuel outlook, and I suspect we'll be going more towards a pile burning type situation as we go into the next week. The 8 to 14, the outlook, this takes us from the 16th to the 22nd. We are looking at below normal temperatures for most of the geographic area and above normal precipitation. We see those areas in the green, so definitely a change to more wintry type conditions. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.